Hey up, you alright there? I've splashed out today. I've spent some big money. I've never done this before. It's unprecedented. But you know what? I thought, hang on. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. When was the last time you had a decent? That's what I did. I picked it up. Get ready. Just look at that. Taste the difference range cottage pie. Creamy mash, extra mature cheddar, crumbs. Richly flavoured minced beef in red wine gravy. Just look how thick that shepherd's pie is there. Look how thick it is. And it's cost a lot of money, and I've never spent money like this before. Not on food stuff like that. It's always cheap round here. Have a look. Foil tin. Let's get nitrogens out of the way there. The old nitrogen. 7.5 grams of protein, and there's the ingredients. 800 gram. This cost £4.50, reduced from £6.25. I've got a receipt somewhere. Let me get that receipt out. You're not going to believe it if I don't show it. There it is. £6.75, £2.25 reduced, £4.50. I were in there, I picked it on, looking at that price. I thought, you know what? Get it. Treat yourself. 85p chef cottage pie in freezer there. No wrong with them. That's 400 gram for 85p. This is 800 gram for £4.50. I'm expecting 5-star Ritz here. No doubt about it. Only issue is it needs to go in oven. I'm not too keen to put it in oven for an hour with no else in there. It's a waste of space. I've bent this already. I know it fits in air fryer. So I'm going to put it in air fryer nice and steady. I'll be back in a minute. Can't wait for this. I've just opened the lid on that. And the smell just knocks you out. It's full fragrance here. Let's have a look. I'm just going to put it in air fryer, but you can see how thick it is anyway there. Just smell it. Oh, that smells exquisite. Let's get it in that air fryer. I've had to take them big mash off the top, so they're acting as a barrier so that heat wasn't engaging into the mince at the base. Right, she's ready now, so I'm going to take her out without burning my hands. Look at that. I'm going to show you before I take it out of the old tin there because of that little issue I had. Let's get it out there. There she is. Put it on pipe. I thought it might, hang on, I thought there might have been a bit of an issue. That mash is that thick that it's acting as a barrier. And I've tested it after 12 minutes at 160 and it wasn't getting hot on meat on underneath. So I took the mash out. What's that fork gone? I took the mash out. You see fork? What do I do with fork? Oh, I do with fork. Anyway, I took the mash out. It's there. I'm blind. I took the mash off, put it on a plate, let that cook. See how thick it is. I let it cook for 8-9 minutes at 160. Kept spinning that mince around with fork. And then I've just put that back in again. You see how thick that mash is there? See there? If I hadn't done that, it'd have never have cooked. So it might be better off doing this in oven. So you don't have to blather about like I've done. But it's worked anyway. In total, it took about 26 minutes. 160, I just finished it off that. Now, question is, shall I have it all or save a bit for later? I think the pingers just answered that question. Let's have it all. Try and get that out. No, I don't think we need it all. Here, have a look. It's about half. there, away. Over there. Ooh. Right, let's have a look at this. So in total, 26 minutes. 160, I dropped it down to 110 to try and get that heat through. Really slowed it down, which makes it pointless. So I took the mash top off, put it on at 160, kept stirring that mince every few minutes. It was piping up, and I replaced that mash on top. That's at about 5 or 6 minutes at 160. Remember, they already had it about 12 minutes at 160 and messing about. Anyway, the cooking were a mistake, but it's worked, I think. Let's try it out. See how thick it is. Now, and them 85p cottage pies I get, there is nothing whatsoever wrong with them. They are actual real value for money. Hey, where's peas? Blah, blah, tomato, beef juices, blah, blah. There's no peas in it, is there? It's just carrot, red wine, British beef and potato and a bit of cheese on top. 2% cheddar. You can tell there's not a lot of cheese on there. There's not a lot of cheese there. It's just meat and carrots. Oh, there's no peas. That's a disappointment, isn't it? Let's have a taste. The first thing that hits is that red wine sauce in there. Really taste that red wine, which is alright. The mince itself is firm and chewy. But it's all about that wine. It is strong. Let's have a look at this mash. Not that I'm an expert on wine. Get rid of that cheese up. You see cheese there, just a thin layer. Disappointing now. Let's get into this mash. Soft, dry. It's not very buttery mash. Now, I'm not going to let you say that it's because I've overcooked it or all like that. That isn't the case. You can see it hasn't been overcooked. Let's try it all together now. A bit of it together. That cheese is nice. The cheese, first thing to engage there. That is nice cheese, but there's only 2% really thin on cheese. Crispy, crunchy cheese. Yeah, let's try a bit more. You can see how dense that is. No, it's moving. Yeah. It's a firm mash. It's not watery in any way, shape or form. Strong on red wine there. Chewy mince. Not getting much flavour out of them carrots. Disappointing there's no peas, but I've got a tin over there. I've been cooking them and all. You know what? There's nothing at all wrong with that. That is alright. I'm just going to get that veg on now. Frozen garden peas a little. And the veg medley from Sainsbury. Put a bit of medley in there. Brings it boil and then just simmer. About 18 minutes waiting for that. Bit of a palaver there. I can imagine if I have it again, it'll be going in the oven. Don't want me palavering like that here. Yeah. Get a few of these mixed veg and peas on there. These didn't come with no peas. It's enough for now. Frozen garden peas, I can't remember what they cost. I'm little. Smedley. They're lovely peas then. Medley, vegetable medley, 165 from Sainsbury's. I do like that. You've got carrots in there, you've got red peppers, peas, sweet corn and a bit of broccoli. Now I want it all together now. Let's try it all together. Get a bit of cheese on there. Let's lather that up. Messing about. Fill it up there. That's right. Remember this Taste the difference. Cottage pie costs £4.50. Yeah. Yeah. It's not thin in any way, shape or form, that cottage pie, which is what you want. That's what you're paying for. You don't know, have it in gravy and slop. It's all firm. It's all firm. Is it holding together? Is it going to drop? Oh, lovely man. Actually, I've got some nice carrot there. It's carrots are pudding, isn't it? Because there was no flavour for them carrots they've come with. Yeah. My carrots went freezer. This is chilled, remember? Yeah. And a bit of palaver. But that cottage pie wouldn't mind a bit of your own gravy on top. Because it is firm. And that mash is a bit dry. But that, well, is it better than the 85p one? Yeah, of course it is. No doubt about that. But that's 85 pence for 400 gram. This is £4.50 for 8. Is it quantity or is it quality? Let me just check that. Keep on. Value for money, I should say. It truly is real value for money. Value for money, that. Remember, I've been a vegetarian for 30 odd years. 400 gram. What's meat content now, really? Beef, 12%. Now I start eating meat. That's here. Before I had that cottage pie for 85 pence, I hadn't had one since the 80s. Homemade, of course. So this is upmarket, supposedly. Try a bit more just to finish her off. It's not standing out. I've got to state that. The big thing about this is it's the texture. It's firm, solid, firm, chewy meat, flavourless carrot, a nice sauce, flavour red wine, an excellent cheddar on top, but only 2%. Not enough of that. But it's all about that firmness. Proper consistency of a cottage pie is what you want. Shouldn't be running all over. It's rock solid, that. Oh, there's some broccoli there. That's perfectly fine. I'd have no problem whatsoever buying that every week, and I mean every week, for a Sunday dinner or a Saturday dinner. If it were £3.50, £6 what? It's £6.25 reduced to £4.25. I'd never pay £6.25 for that. To me, it isn't worth the money. £6.75 reduced to £4.50. That ain't worth £7, no. I'd expect better in a restaurant or a cafe for that price. But the texture there is exactly what you'd expect when you're paying up. The mash is dry and it's not buttery. There's hundreds of varieties of potatoes. Soft and dense. And some of them are terrible tasting, some of them are magnificent. This is just your straight out middle potato. So they haven't gone out of the way and got a top variety potato for that. So that's no there. But it is nice, texture's right, spot on for £3.50. Now my frozen mash I get from Lidl, I think it's £1.59 a bag. Frozen. That, on top of that, would be better. So I'm underrating that mash. I am indeed. All in all, I'm going to give that taste the difference range £6.75, 800 gram. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Very dry mash, that. They haven't put no butter in that, because I can't taste it. Once that cheese has gone over the top, just a firm middle of the road mash. Middle of the road. If I give a number, 6 out of 10, right? £3.50. I'll be getting that every week. As it is £6.75 or £4.50. I am very, very happy to buy that Stamford Street at 85p for 400 gram, because that is absolute value for money. That into £6.75. It's not disappointing because I'm going to eat it all right now. Or should I save it for later and warm it up? Let's not mess about. Meat, we're going to have to eat it whether we like it or not. Yeah, make sure you do it in oven, unless you want to palaver about like I did. Yeah, no peas neither. Thought there'd be peas in there. See how thick it is. Really is nice and thick. Texture is spot on. Just lacking in flavours. It's a shame, but I won't be buying it again. Unless it's £3.50. Pardon me, I won't buy it at I won't buy it at £4.50, because I'd rather have a cheap one, and could have 4 of them for the same price as that. Even I couldn't eat that amount. Right. Cheerio there. And a cup of tea. Alright. Wee! Wee! Hey! Hey! Wee!